get you stare and you're looking for a bar not too far, come join us on Pubs of South Africa.
Heard of a beer called Car Park John? Well, here is its home, the Richmond Hill Brewing Company in Alabaster Street in the heart of the Barkens Valley in PE-Gqeberha. There's nothing quite like sitting down in a rustic pub knowing that your beer is being brewed right next to you, and better still, that there's plenty of it. Like the Car Park John Amber Ale we were talking about, and others like the 2 Rand Man and Jane Doe Hard Lemonade. You only have to look at the accolades on the wall to see they've earned their brewing stripes. And this is where the magic all happens, in a brewery that has grown from strength to strength in just 10 years. Today you have the choice of all sorts of home brews and combos, and all priced just right. All right, I'm sitting with Neil Cook, who is the brewer at Richmond Hill Brewing Company. And this is an amazing success story over the last quite a few years. Neil, how did it all start?
Thanks, Brett. So we started end of 2014. We had a small little 50-litre microbrewery that we were running out up the road here at Beer Yard on Cooper Street.
Yes, yes.
So that's where we got the name from, Richmond Hill. We started brewing on that. We started with our first beer, which was Car Park John, which is an American amber ale, very fruity, easy drinking, very sessionable.
And it's become legendary.
Yeah, it's really over the years grown and grown. It's really like an awesome local brand. And we got to the point where we had enough customer base, and we're like, okay, cool. We're moving from 50 litres, we're going to scale up, and we moved to a 500-litre brew system. And that's when we came down here into the valley. And we got a system built in outside Joburg, got a couple of tanks. Within about 3 months, we were like, we need more tanks. So we got a few more tanks. A lot of them started coming from China. It was cost effective getting some stainless from China. We've been, since then, we've been growing and growing. We've been bringing more beers out. We've got Car Park John, obviously. We've got 2 Rand Man, which is Irish Red Ale, which is very similar to like a Kilkenny. We've got a non-beer answer, which is our Jane Doe, which is an alcoholic lemonade that really does very well. It's a good alternative to beer. And then what we try and do as much as possible is we do what we call a seasonal brew. So every month we try and do 1 to 2 seasonals. It could be something that's very out there, don't hold back on ingredients, we don't hold back on branding and marketing, and we just throw everything into it to make it something that is very unique and very special. So we're coming out with all these seasonal brews every year. Sometimes we repeat them, sometimes we don't repeat them. It just depends on what customers want.
And people can get this all over the country now.
Yes, so like with our Car Park John, that's countrywide. Jane Doe, that we've recently now got listing with Checkers nationally, so that's been really good for us. The seasonals, you get them here, and a few select bottle stores around the country. Because they're so unique and bespoke, we have to ensure they go to bottle stores that really look after them. Because we aren't doing pasteurized products here, it all needs to be well cold chained from start to finish. And we can't have a beer that we spend so much time and money into that goes on some shelf at room temperature. It would be a nightmare.
And if you want it really, really fresh, you've got your own little pub here.
Yes, yeah. So we've got the tap room here. We've got some burgers. So we do burgers and chips. It's nothing better than beer and burgers. We also got the wine shed. So we don't only cater to the beer market. We also cater to the wine market. That's head up by Nicole. She consults for us, and she goes around the country finding very interesting, very bespoke wines that are at a very affordable price as well. And we bring them to our wine shed. And then where we're sitting now, and this is known as Chicky's Yard. It's overflow for us on our busy days, but it's a venue. So we have a lot of corporate events here, a lot of weddings here as well, birthday parties, anything really. So there's a lot of different things happening.
Great. And looking to the future, more expansion?
I think we just want to consolidate now where we are, just keep our standards up, keep our quality up, you know. We do have ideas of maybe finding another tap room, opening up somewhere. It's not all confirmed yet. But yeah, always looking further afield. But I don't think the idea here is to double the brewery or triple the brewery side and go absolutely national and get the brand everywhere. I don't think that's the right way. For us, it's all about this local brand that we're very passionate about and we want to nurture it. Yeah.
And quality.
Yes, always. Yeah.
Neil, thank you very much indeed.
Only a pleasure.
As Neil says, there's nothing like a burger with your beer. And at the RHBC, as it is known, they can offer you a burger second to none. And totally different, like a blueberry and camembert burger, for instance. There's plenty of space to chill and TV sport action in Chickie's yard. And then there's also the wine shed, which is a great grape experience for those who prefer full-bodied and quality wine. And they are sourced from all over the country. The Richmond Hill Brewing Company has been a meeting place of note for some years, and not surprisingly, since it's a place where you can try something new with a range of specialities constantly on offer. Now, just a note if you're undecided on your tipple, there are also spirits and cocktails aplenty, so don't forget to check out the specials on their counter chalkboards. Service here from bar staff member Fortunate is spot on, as she mixes one of those great combos, and you can actually breathe in the freshness of the brew with which you're about to quench that thirst. Now, doesn't this one look refreshing? Cheers, Fortunate, and thanks to the Richmond Hill Brewing Company. Please share this episode with your friends. It doesn't cost a thing. And of course, like and please subscribe. We want to keep you traveling with us as we highlight the great pubs of South Africa.